So here we are at 7:30 in the morning. I got up, had a little breakfast there at the hotel, and gonna head over here to Bear Lake. We're going out through a little place called Dingle, little community, and there's a pretty big wildlife refuge, bird sanctuary type thing on the north end of Bear Lake. We'll kind of skirt around the edges out a little bit, and then we'll head over towards the north shore of Bear Lake. And then I think I want to put the drone up in the air and get a good look at the lake. Then we'll decide what we're going to do from there.
Get busy living or get busy dying.
Well, good morning and welcome to part 2 of the Grays River, Bear Lake, and other cool stuff video. We are headed towards Bear Lake. Like I stated before, off to our right is an area called Mud Lake and the Dingle Wetlands and Bear Lake National Wildlife Refuge. So we're going to skirt along the edge of that and head over to Bear Lake here. So, as I said before, I did stay in the hotel last night. The weather kind of got me, but got up and had some breakfast at the hotel, and I will tell you that my powdered eggs are way better than the hotel powdered eggs. There's not even a comparison. So here to the left a little ways is that Indian Creek Road that we had talked about in the previous video. I could have come out that way, but I was trying to avoid the rainstorm that was going to get me. I'm kind of glad I chose to go the direction I did, because it did get wet back in there. So I think that was the right choice. But anyway, we'll head across the north beach of Bear Lake, and we'll stop and maybe put the drone up in the air for a little bit. a little town called Ovid. We're going to hang a left here on 36. Going to go up and over the pass there. And yeah, we're going to have to pass that guy. You can see that already. Anyway, head over to Bear River and Oneida Narrows. That'll be kind of a fun little ride. Ain't been up in there in years. Here we go. Yeah, I stopped and fished right here one time. In fact, I'm going to stop right here and look things over for a little minute. Yeah, looks like a good fishing hole. You can just drift a line in right from over here and let it swing around. Right about in there is where I was catching a whole bunch of bass. I used a little jig. I could float this in my pontoon boat pretty easy and fish this. I think I should be doing that sometime. We're going to follow this road all the way up this canyon and come out on the other highway. And head in towards Grace, where I'm going to get gas, right? Yeah, going to get gas. Because if I get all the way up to Benncroft, well, you can't get gas in Benncroft now. But if I get all the way over there and past that without getting gas, that's going to be pushing it. Idaho Power, I think, owns this area here. They need to maintain that a little better. Yeah, it's funny, there ain't nobody in here. Huh. Usually this thing here's got quite a few folks here. Nice little reservoir. Oh, here we go. Campground. Empty. There ain't a soul in here, is there? I gotta cruise through here. Oh, there's one rig. Couple rigs. There's a few people camped in here. Mostly tent campers, though. It is a little tight for big campers. Yeah, I can throw my pontoon boat out right there, too. And do some fishing on the reservoir as well. Somebody's cooking breakfast. It smells good. Cool. Remember that later in the year, it's not quite so busy in there. I could have camped there last night. Oh well. All I would have had to do was outrun that storm up over that pass. I think I could have done it though. I don't mind camping in the rain. I just don't like setting up camp in the rain or tearing down camp in the rain. Once I'm there, it can, I got stuff to stay dry. I can put up a big tarp, sit underneath that big tarp all day long, and just be totally content watching the rain. Boy, setting up and tearing down in the rain just sucks. Or is that this? I think it is. Well, this is the hot springs area here, I think. River House. Oh, it's a little restaurant or something. It's kind of cool. Want to rent a yurt? There you go. So I have driven by this turnoff many times. Niter Ice Caves. And thought, well, maybe, I don't know what this is. I don't think this is them. Maybe it is. I thought it said it was 2 miles. Well, let's have a quick look. Well, apparently you can walk down in here. I don't know how far back it goes. I didn't read the sign very close. But, I didn't like the sound I just heard. A bunch of swallows flying around here. At first I thought it was bats. No, I think there are some bats too. Yeah. No, that was a swallow. Huh. Well, I don't have a flashlight that's easily accessible. Guess I could use my phone. But the bike's kind of parked on the road up there, so anyway, just I want to take a quick look here. I'll go back and read the sign and see how far back in it goes before I decide if I want to come in here and explore this a little bit more. Oh, I went and checked that cave out, and as soon as I got in there, it was weird. I heard like a rock fall. As soon as I got right to the entrance, like maybe a animal had knocked a rock over or something, or maybe it was some homeless, serial murderer. But anyway, I decided not to go in there without a pistol and a flashlight. So I'm going to head on into Grace. Get some gas, because I'm not going to forget. Yeah, it does look kind of cool in there. I'd like to explore that a little bit more, but not without a good flashlight. Something besides my phone. Thought that was a cop for a minute. I wasn't quite speeding anyway. Anyway, yeah, we'll go get gas and we'll make a plan from there. Well, we got gas. I even remembered to reset the odometer, the trip meter. That's not like me. But I'm going to go down here and check out this Last Chance Canal site again. It's been a long time since I've been down here. And there are some interesting things that we'll show you. Nice lady wave there. The old man just glared at me. But I have that effect on women. Yeah. Yeah, there's some interesting historical stuff down here that you don't want to miss that turn. That could ruin your day. So this is the Bear River. Bear River comes out of Utah into Idaho and then goes back into Utah again. Go down here and read about it. Oh, it's kind of cool. Ditch across that river there. There's a lifesaver on that bridge. It's like, I don't know what good that'll do. If somebody fell off, you could toss it down to them. If they were still alive, they could grab it, I guess. I don't suppose you'd survive that fall. So the Bear River's kind of a strange duck. It comes out of Utah and then flows into Idaho and then back into Utah again. And that's all because about 140,000 years ago, some volcanic activity blocked the passageway to let it drain into the Snake River drainage. As a result, it cut its way through the young basalt in this area and eventually wound up in the Great Salt Lake. So what that meant for farming later on was that they couldn't really get any water onto this ground up here above the deep canyons. So in 1916, Morrison Knudsen Company hired two brothers to tunnel through the lava rock to get water from one side over to the other. And it's 12 foot wide, 9 foot high. It's 1,800 feet long. This was all done with hand tools, and all the rock was carried out with a horse and a small rail car. I also read that it was all funded by local farmers, no outside funding at all. Morrison Knudsen Company just hired the two guys, but all the funding come from locals in the area. This tunnel took about 7 years to dig, and it's reported that they were only about a foot and a half off from each other since they both started at opposite ends. See here, this is where the water comes out from the tunnel on the downstream side. And there's the bridge that goes over that carries the water. Even part of the old concrete structure is still there. Anyway, I just thought that was some interesting history of the area. I've always wanted to learn a little bit about what that was all about there, and now I know, and so do you. Now, I don't know if that was recording or not, but anyway, we're headed out of Grace. We're going to head up here to, I don't know, I got a few miles to decide if I want to go up through Bancroft or Soda Springs to get back up into the Blackfoot River country and work my way home. So, either way, it's a better way to go. It's more scenic. Probably quicker than going around on the highway. Just a lot more scenic. So that'll be what we do. I'll just have to decide which way I'm doing it. Road's in really good shape. I'm going way too fast. But, come over one of those hills, could be a whole herd of cows standing in the middle of the road. Not a good thing. Yeehaw. Or there could be some idiot in a side-by-side stopped. Because they'll do that every now and again. Stop right in the middle of the road. And they do that in cars and pickups too, but they get these groups of side-by-side guys out here, it'd be 10 or 12 of them all together. And they just kind of act like they own the whole world. Group mentality gets, I don't know, makes them all stupid or something, I don't know. But, I mean, I've kind of hated side-by-sides for a long time, even though I own one. I bought one, but that getting a whole bunch of them together, just going out and tearing the shit out of stuff, it's just, super frustrating. Giving the rest of everybody else a bad name. And they do get stupid when they get in large groups like that. I saw them up in June Creek one time. This was a lot of these were these super powerful ones. Hey Cal. It was pretty muddy up there, and they were all up in there just tearing the shit out of everything. There was one creek where they just kept back and forth and back and forth and back and forth through it, just tearing it up. Those are the kind of guys that get us locked out of places. I don't be doing nothing stupid. Going too fast around these corners. You know better. The horn is still sickly sounding. Kind of tweaked on it the other day, but it still. I ought to just get a car horn and put on this thing. That'll scare them trolls. This road's longer than I remember. I do that every time though I get on it. It's like, oh, it's just a short jaunt over to the Long Valley Road. Wrong. It's quite a bit further than I always remember it to be. What is it? Speed limit out here in the county, 35 unless otherwise posted? Yeah, right. That ain't happening. Oh, that sucked. Deep ass powder there. Well, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. I would really appreciate it. You all have a great day.